Alright guys, we're back with Card Sharks on the Rodney1279 channel. And Andrew has won $11,000 in his game. And Andrew, you're in the championship spot. Which number from 1 to 52 to cut the deck?
I'm going to do it once more time. It's been like for me so far. Number 16, please.
Going 16. And Irene is facing against Andrew. How you doing, Irene?
Doing great. I'm good. 21.
You're going with 21, you say?
Yes, please.
21. And we're ready to go ahead and do the next game of Card Sharks. So the computer will put up the cards.
Yes.
And Andrew, we'll start this $1,000 game with you, okay?
All right.
Our man on the street went to Las Vegas, where he asked 100 women who were gambling, did you gamble before you ate breakfast this morning? How many women said, yes, they did gamble before they ate breakfast this morning?
You might have heard names there.
Right. Andrew?
Right, you do that. I'll think about that.
Did you say they gamble before they eat breakfast?
Yeah, I'll read it again, just to be sure. All right. Our man on the street went to Las Vegas where he asked 100 women who were gambling, did you gamble before you ate breakfast this morning? How many women said they did? And the question is for Andrew.
Breast must be more people today, but of course, depends on what time they have breakfast because it might be getting all the time here. I'm gonna say the low number. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
35.
He said 35, I believe. Is that right?
Yes, I did, and pause the tape, but we just lost Irene. Oh, never mind. Okay, please continue.
All right, 35. Okay, Irene, he said 35 women gambled before they ate breakfast this morning. Do you believe that number is higher or lower than 35?
This is my opinion. Some women, like myself, they don't even eat breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would think it's probably lower because I don't even really eat breakfast.
Okay, she's going with lower. Okay, if it is lower, Irene, you'll play your cards. If it's 35 or higher, Andrew will play his card. If it's 35 on the nose, he'll get a $1,000 bonus, okay? The actual number of women that gambled before they ate breakfast in the morning is 23. It is lower. Nicely done, Irene.
I don't even eat breakfast, yeah, because the problem is breakfast makes me nauseous sometimes.
Oh, okay. And Irene, you have a great card of a 2. Do you want to...
I think it's higher. No, I'm not changing the card, and I'm going to go with higher.
Of course. Higher than a 2, it's a 5.
Higher.
She's going to keep going. Higher than a 5, it's a 10.
Lower.
She's taking a chance on a 10. Lower than a 10? No, it's a king. So that means you're going back to your base card of a 2. Andrew, you get a free shot at it. You got to play off this card to 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. It's a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. It's a double. Dang it. Well,
no pairs.
so that means that we go to you, Irene, for this question, okay? Irene, we found 100 brides-to-be. These are all women who plan to be married within the next 6 months. And we asked them, do you plan to... We asked this question already, didn't we? But we'll ask it again.
Yes, we did.
We'll ask it again. I forgot to check it, and that was my fault. Okay. Well, we'll ask it again. We'll see if you remember it. We found 100 brides-to-be. These are all women who are planning to be married within the next 6 months. And we asked them, do you plan to go by your maiden name after you're married? How many brides-to-be say yes, Irene, out of 100?
I would think 50%.
You're going with 50. We just had this question. All right, Andrew, do you think that number is higher or lower than 50?
Lower.
Lower. We're rushing through this question because we had it already, because I forgot to check it. The actual number of brides-to-be that say yes, they are going to go by their maiden name when they're married is 10. It is lower. Nicely done, Andrew. Okay, Andrew, you have that 6 showing. Do you want to keep it or change it?
Change that card, please.
All right. The 6 becomes a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. It's an 8.
Freeze.
He's freezing on the 8, keeping Irene away from the cards. He's 1 card away from winning the first game and $1,000. Okay. And this question goes to you, Andrew. Here it is. We asked 100 men, are you a good liar? How many men said that they are good liars out of 100?
One time for that. Yeah, I'm gonna write it down. I'm just saying, right down. I'm just gonna stay straight up 50.
You're going to go with 50. Okay. All right, Irene, do you believe?
It's higher.
Okay,
I think it's higher.
You think men are good liars, huh?
Yes.
Let's see. The actual number of men that said they are good liars is 56. It is higher, just a little higher. Okay, Irene, you have that 2 showing. What do you want to do with that?
Is it okay if Ernest fills in for me? I just have to get something from the pharmacy. I'm really sorry. Or Mark could fill in for me because I have to run to go get a drug that I really need. Is it okay? Ernest or Mark could take my spot.
Who's going to fill in?
Ernest, are you there? Mark?
He's currently deaf.
Okay, Ernest.
Mark,
Ernest, can you please take over for Irene? You're the blue cards here, so go ahead.
Okay, Ernest, she has a 2 showing, Ernest, and you can keep that card or you can change it.
I'm gonna keep that card.
Okay, and what do you want to do?
I will go higher.
Higher than a 2. It's a jack. I believe he said lower.
He said lower.
Lower than a jack.
I said lower.
No, it's a queen. Now, it goes back to you, Andrew. You have to play off that 8, but if you call it right, you'll win game 1 and $1,000.
Alright. Higher.
Higher than 8 for the game and $1,000? It is higher. Good job.
Okay, that's good.
That takes you up to $12,000, Andrew. And we're ready to go ahead and do game number 2 of Card Sharks. And this question is going to go to Ernest this time. And here it is. You need this one in order to stick around. Here it is. We asked 100 women who have been married for 25 years or more. Have you ever actually said to your husband, I have given you the best years of my life? How many women said that they have said that line to their husband, Ernest?
I feel like it's probably going to be 17.
17?
Yep.
He said 17. Okay, going with 17. All right. Andrew, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 17?
I think I'm gonna go with the odds. I'm gonna say higher.
Higher than 17. All right. The actual number of women who have been married 25 years or more who said, I've given you the best years of my life is 16. It is not higher, it's lower. Ernest, you was off by 1. You would have gotten a $1,000 bonus if you were exactly right. Okay? But Ernest, you get to play the cards. You have a 3 showing. You can choose to play it or change it.
Whoops. There it is.
Is Ernest there?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
You have a 3 showing. You can choose to play that 3 or change it.
I'm gonna keep the card. I'm gonna go higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 10.
I'm gonna keep the card and I'm gonna go lower.
Lower than a 10. It's a 6.
I will freeze.
Freezing on the 6. Keeping Andrew away from his cards. And we go to the next question. And it is yours, Andrew. Andrew, we asked 100 housewives across the country, do you have any special recipes you refuse to share with anyone? How many housewives said that they do have recipes that they refuse to share with anyone? Out of 100.
I mean, I can understand. I can understand that. You know, housewives want to save the recipe sometimes. I understand that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 55.
He's going 55. All right. Ernest, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 55?
I think it's lower.
He thinks it's lower than 55. There we go. And here we go. We're going to find out the answer. The actual number of housewives across the country that refuse to share recipes with anyone is... It's 11. It's a lot lower. Nicely done, Ernest. All right, Ernest, you have that 6 showing. Do you want to keep that 6 or do you want to change it?
I have to change the card.
He has to change the 6. Okay. The 6 becomes a jack.
Let's go with lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 3.
And let's go higher.
If it's higher than 3, you'll get $2,000 and we'll do a sudden death showdown, okay? Higher than 3. No, it's a 2. So that means you go back to your jack, Ernest, and you have a free shot at the cards, Andrew. You must play off the 4. Is it higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher than a 4. There's a 3. I'm sorry about that. Bad cards. Bad cards there. Okay, so we go to our third question. This is for you, Ernest. Ernest, we asked 100 millionaires, do you own a racehorse? How many millionaires said that they do own a racehorse out of 100?
I do not think that many millionaires buy a racehorse, except if they have a farm.
Okay.
I mean, most maybe use jet planes or Teslas, all those expensive stuff. So I think I'm gonna go with 21.
Going 21. Okay. Do you believe that answer, Andrew, is higher or lower than 21?
I'm gonna agree with Ernest a little bit, but I'm gonna say it's even lower.
Lower than 21. Okay, let's just check it out. The actual number of millionaires that do own a racehorse is 5. It is lower. Nicely done, Andrew. Andrew, you have that 4 showing. You want to keep that 4 or do you want to change it?
I'll keep that card and I'll go higher.
Higher than a 4. It's an ace.
Lower.
Lower than an ace. It's is a 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2 is a 6.
Freeze.
He is freezing. And this is the 4th and final question. Somebody must win on this play of the card, so control is critical. Here we go, and this is for you, Andrew. Andrew, we found 100 men who are living with their girlfriends and asked them, have you and your girlfriend signed a contract that divides your property just in case you break up? How many men said that they have?
Ooh, that's a tough. That's a tough. 15.
Going 15. All right, Ernest, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 15?
I think it's lower.
He thinks it's lower than 15, even lower than that. All right, this is a important decision. Here it is. The actual number of men that have signed a contract that divides up the property in cases they break up is 2 is lower. Nicely done, Ernest. And I'm tired of these pop-ups, I'll tell you. All right, here's the situation, Ernest. You have a jack showing, and you have 2 cards to go in order to win the game in 2.
I'm just listening in. I'm just driving. I'm listening into the game. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, Ernest, you have a jack showing. You have 2 cards to go in order to win $2,000, okay? You can play the cards yourself, or you can force Andrew to play the cards. He has a 6 showing. He has 1 card to go to win the game, but he does not have the power to change that 6. What do you want to do, Ernest? Do you want to keep the control or pass it to Andrew?
I have to keep control.
He's
I
keeping
will not
control.
risk it.
And you want to keep the jack?
No, I'm gonna go with lower.
Okay, he's going lower than a jack. Any mistakes and Andrew will go on the money cards again. Lower than a jack? No, Andrew did it again.
Good game, Ernest. Good game.
So, Andrew, you have $14,000 up to this point. Ernest, thanks for playing the game. You'll get $500, okay?
Thank you as well for hosting.
No problem. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go right into the money card so I can go back to work here. And I'll upload these videos later.
Very good, very good.
All right, Andrew, you won a total of $14,000 right here in the lunch break edition of Card Sharks, and you know how to play the money cards.